It had been decades since the humans had launched their nuclear strike, believing it would be their triumph. What they didn't know then, in their arrogance and panic, was that their attack didn't end us, it only hardened our resolve. We had seen their potential, their thirst for power and survival, but we also saw their weaknesses, their inability to see beyond their own fear, their short-sightedness. We had underestimated the depth of their rage, though, and I had learned the hard way that underestimating humans was a grave mistake. I watched as they changed, slowly at first, then with a terrifying intensity. Their technology advanced rapidly. In the time since we made our retreat, they rebuilt themselves, stronger, sharper, more focused. They no longer feared us. They didn't need to. They had become us in a way. We had hoped they would grow past. Their old ways evolve into something that might make contact with us once more, perhaps in peace, perhaps as equals. But their hunger for revenge boiled over. It was no longer about curiosity or expansion. It was about proving something. They had become obsessed with erasing us, to wipe away the sting of their failure. I didn't believe they could find us. But I was wrong again. It began with signals. Strange repetitive waves cutting through space like a blade through flesh, slicing into the edges of our technology. We had cloaked ourselves well, hidden in the darkness of the cosmos. We thought they wouldn't have the resources to track us, not with their primitive methods. But in the years since their failed strike, they had built something new, something unimaginable. They had learned, they had adapted, and they found us. The humans had developed a weapon unlike any we had seen before. They had become masters of harnessing the power of the stars themselves, a weapon that bent light and matter, a device so powerful it could burn through the fabric of space itself. They called it the Phoenix Beam, a weapon that could incinerate entire fleets, reduce cities to dust, and now it would be turned on us. We saw their ships first, a swarm of sleek, metallic beasts crossing the void toward us. They glinted in the cold light of their sun, their engines humming with the promise of destruction. The humans had found their fire, and they would not hesitate to use it. There was no longer any semblance of diplomacy in their approach. No signals, no communication, just the cold promise of annihilation. We could have fled, gone deeper into the stars, hidden ourselves away in the vastness. But I knew we had no time. I had made my mistake in underestimating them once before. To run would be to acknowledge that we were weaker than them, that we could be defeated. The humans had no such qualms. They were coming for us, their hatred driving them forward with a single purpose, to finish what they had started. The Phoenix Beam fired. It was not a bright explosion, not the blinding flash I had anticipated. It was silent, a ripple across the universe, a distortion that spread out in every direction. The fabric of space bent in on itself, warping as the beam passed through us. And then the pain. I felt it first like a searing heat. It was as though the very essence of my being was being unraveled, torn apart molecule by molecule. We had never experienced pain like this, not in all our travels across the stars, not in all the civilizations we had observed. The Phoenix Beam didn't just destroy, it unmade. We fought back, of course. We tried to retaliate with the weapons we had, but they were nothing compared to the might of the Phoenix. The humans had adapted too quickly, their technology evolving, far beyond anything we could have anticipated. Each blow we struck was absorbed, redirected, annihilated. It was not a battle anymore. It was a slaughter. I watched helplessly as the humans encroached on us, their ships cutting through the remnants of our defenses. Their presence was like a weight upon the air, suffocating, relentless. They were not merciful. They did not show us the grace that we had once shown them. They didn't need to. They had nothing to prove to us now. It ended not with an explosion, but with silence. The last of our ships, our outposts, disintegrated into nothingness as though they had never been. The human fleet, having completed their work, did not linger. They didn't need to. And I, in the final moments, was left with the single thought. The humans had caught up, and they had destroyed us. I had underestimated them once, and they had shown no mercy in their revenge. In the end, they were the last ones standing, proving once again that they were capable of anything, be it creation or destruction. Their humanity had been stripped away, replaced by something far colder. Now they would carry on, no longer the curious children we once saw, but a species driven by something darker. The universe would remember the day they struck first, but in time, perhaps, the humans would forget why they did it.